Hello, this is Sam. So, the other day I was thinking about something that I haven't been taught in college or in any of my courses on strength training. And I was trying to look for some studies on the subject, but I couldn't find any. Then I went to ChatGPT and I asked about some studies on that specific subject, and it also couldn't give me any specific studies or some specific grounds that I can hold to. So what I did is that I started to converse with ChatGPT, and it turned out to be very interesting conversation, and I just want to share this with you today. And let's back up a little bit. When you are curious about the topic is I was curious about how you should approach the situation if you are not like, let's say you have a mesocycle and you are in the fourth week of your mesocycle. Let's say it takes 8 weeks, and let's say you skip 2 workouts during the week, and I couldn't find any information about what to do next. Like, should I go and do extra work next week, or which is the best result for hypertrophy? That was my question for specific hypertrophy. For if I'm in the fourth week of a mesocycle, and I also specified other criteria with this question, and ChatGPT gave me very interesting answers. And I just want to also ask if there is some experts on the topic, if you can comment under this video what you think about the answers of ChatGPT. And I hope you understand my questions. They are a little bit like out of the blue. They are not really nicely put, but I think if you pause the video you can understand it. So it's a longer video today, but who is interested in diving deep into the topics, let me know, and we can discuss in the comments. So let's get back to the video. If I have a program plan for my exercise, which is 4-week plan, and after the second week I skip the gym 2 times, is it better for me and my progress to continue with the same planned amount of workouts on the 4th week, or is it better for the progress to add to the 4th week those 2 sessions that I skipped in the 3rd week? Which one will give me the most muscle growth, and which attitude will give me the best overall results for building muscle? It says, ChatGPT replies, "Great question, Sam, and it's common dilemma. When you are following a structured plan but miss a couple sessions, what you do next depends on balancing progressive overload, recovery, and consistency. Here is a breakdown tailored to hypertrophy muscle growth. Option 1. Stick to the original week 4 plan. Pros: maintains the intended deload or peak intensity of week 4. Wait, let me skip here. Maybe I think I was supposed to ask something else. Okay, yeah, then I was asking here about the studies to back this claim up. Okay. So actually, no, sorry, I'm gonna skip this, because this part is something else. He didn't understand me, the first. But this prompt is still, I hope you understand, guys. But if not, just read it again, and I will actually clarify also here for the chat. After these studies, so I actually read all of these studies, and these are not actually, they are not answering my question. So yeah, and here I was going deeper and more specific. So I mean, give me studies that will support the hybrid approach, not studies about consistency and volume, etc. So I was curious about, here I was referring to hybrid approach, which is Yeah, I don't remember this one. Okay, so yeah, while direct studies on hybrid approaches to making up missed workouts are limited, research on flexible periodization and training adaptability provides insights that can inform such strategies. So here are some studies that I was looking for, and all of these look good. I went through them, they make sense, but it's still not, it's very general. And here I was going deeper in my question. So all of these studies are very general. Here is a specific scenario. Let us say I'm in the first heavy week of my 8-week long mesocycle. So I have just finished third week or 2 RIR approach. I'm supposed to do every exercise to 1 RIR, and therefore this week is the heaviest I had during this mesocycle. So just to give you context, I was asking about this specific program, which is you start from 3 IR, you do it for 2 weeks or 1 week, then you go 2 IRR, 1 IRR, and 0 RIR, and this is like a progression. So here we are in the third week, and heaviest the mesocycle. I am also a beginner and have been working out sporadically throughout my life, but never built significant muscle size. I'm lanky and I'm 40 years old. If I skip 2 sessions out of 4, then I planned on this heavy week. Is it better for me to take 2 days from week 4 to 5th, or just forget about them and continue with my 4 days per week instead of doing 6? The days I skipped were arm day and back day. Those areas are important for me, maybe the most important even. You, Chad, cannot give me hybrid option this time, but instead you tell me which one of those 2 approaches is better. So I give him specific, like which is better, to skip it or just to substitute it in the next 5th week. It cannot give me any other answer. So, alright, so I'm given this very clear and specific scenario. You're a beginner at 40 in the heaviest week of your 8-week mesocycle, and you missed back and arms day, your priority areas. Here's the direct and unambiguous answer between the 2 options. You should take the 2 missed sessions and do them in week 5. Do 6 workouts instead of 4 that week. Here is why is that better approach for you. You are in a crucial adaptation phase. This heavy week 4, which is 1 RIR, reps in reserve, is your body's strongest stimulus in the cycle so far. The point is to push yourself close to failure to trigger new growth. Missing 2 full body parts in this critical week, especially as a beginner, leaves a big opportunity on the table. If you just skip them and move on, you are removing a key hypertrophic stimulus for your arms and back in phase where your body is primed to grow. Second, you are not advanced enough to suffer from temporary overreaching. As a beginner, your recovery ability is still strong relative to the loads you are lifting. Most likely, even with 6 sessions next week, you won't overtrain unless you go full ego mode in all your sets. You will recover and actually grow from the extreme volume. Back and arms are your priority. Third one, back and arms are your priority. Muscle groups you want to grow the most, then you don't skip their best chance for stimulation. Week 4 is near failure territory, hitting back and arms at 1 rep in reserve for all of the sets is probably the most effective hypertrophy stimulus you will have had so far. Replacing them with next week's 2 reps in reserve won't hit the same level of demand. Fourth, consistency and momentum. Carrying those 2 sessions into week 5 keeps your momentum and signals to your nervous system and muscles. We are still building, quote unquote, muscles are thinking that. Dropping them interrupts the pattern your mesocycle is building up to. A quick caution, If you are taking them into week 5, space the sessions intelligently. For example, Monday do chest, Tuesday arms, missed session for arms, Wednesday back, also the missed session from the last week, Thursday legs, Friday shoulders. Or some variation that avoids compounding fatigue. Don't train back, arms the day before deadlifts, etc. Summary. Choose option 1. Add the 2 missed sessions into week 5, 6 total sessions that week. You'll benefit more from this added volume at this stage of your development. This is especially true because the missed days were your priority body parts. If you want, I can also map out blah blah blah. I don't want that. About your here I am asking ChatGPT another question about your suggestion to put them in a week intelligently. I actually need to do arms and back on 5th week even without failing to include them the previous week. So this suggestion of yours wouldn't work. Do you mean I should do double the work on arm and back day? Asterisk, work from last week and work from this week? Do you think that? Those are the same exercises I'm supposed to do and same number of sets, only reps are changed in 5th week due to periodization rules. 5th week is 0 reps in reserve. So thanks for clarification, Sam. The detail changes things and makes this sharper decision point. So now the situation is, now this is the ChatGPT is saying, week 4, 1 reps in reserve, you skipped back and arm sessions. Week 5, 0 reps in reserve, you already have back and arm sessions planned, same exercises, same sets, just progressed in reps and intensity. ChatGPT here is actually just clarifying what I was asking here in my previous prompt. So she's continuing, you are wondering, should I double those sessions, i.e. do 2 back sessions and 2 arm sessions in week 5, or just stick to the planned single ones and move forward? Definitive answer, do not double the sessions in week 5. Just do your planned 0 reps in reserve sessions and move forward. So at this point I was a little bit confused, and it's continuing here with like some logic behind this call. So first, doubling them down in 0 reps in reserve a week is too risky for recovery. You would be stacking maximum intensity 0 rep in reserve, which with twice the volume. As a beginner in your 40s, this significantly increases the chance of nervous system burnout, DOMS, or even injury, especially for smaller muscle groups like biceps or triceps that are already prone to overuse issue. Doing the week 5 version is the best use of stimulus. You missed the 1 rep in reserve stimulus in week 4. Week 4, yes, but your body can still make up that training effect by going harder in week 5. A 0 rep in reserve back and arm workout next week will likely give you equal or even better hypertrophy stimulus than your missed 1 IRR sessions, as long as you execute it well. Third, you avoid disturbing periodization. Your program was designed with intensity ramps in mind: 2 RIR to 1 RIR to 0 RIR. If you try to cramp week 4's 1 RIR work in now, you are messing with that progression and you are repeating the same workload as the less effective moment. Final takeaway, still ChatGPT, don't make up the missed week 4 sessions. Instead, focus on executing the week 5 with 0 RIR sessions for arms and back with high quality. You will still progress if your effort, technique, and recovery are on point. Tips for peace of mind. If the missed sessions are bothering you mentally, just remind yourself hypertrophy is a long game. Missing 2 sessions won't matter nearly as much as how you perform over the next 10 to 12 weeks. If you want, I can help you rework a simple checklist, blah blah blah, I don't want that. So here I'm arguing with chat, isn't it better to suffer through it one time and do 6 days per week? So I just add arms and back from 4th week to empty day slots in 5th week, so it looks like this. Monday is chest, Tuesday arms, which is a missed session from last week, Wednesday back, missed session again, Thursday legs, Friday shoulders, Saturday arms, but planned session, original plan from my original hypertrophy, Sunday back, planned session again, original plan. And then ChatGPT replies, I get the thinking, Sam. It's a strong mindset. Suffer once, recover after. That works sometimes, but we've got to step back and look at context over ego if the goal is best results, not just doing everything. Let's break it down. So she's breaking it down. What you proposed weeks look like 6 sessions, 2 muscle group, arms, back, trained twice in 1 week. Here she actually didn't understand me. So we can actually skip this one. But here I'm actually clarifying. So no, I don't mean all sessions taken to 0 rep in reserve, only 4 out of 6. So here she was just thinking that I want to take all sessions to 0 reps in reserve, but here I'm clarifying, no, only 4 out of 6. Those 2 sessions that would go to 1 IRR are the ones that I missed from the last week, from the 4th week. So I would stick to the monthly planned volume. And ChatGPT goes, oh, got it now, thanks for clarifying that. And here is a proposed week 5, which is the week that I'm trying to compensate for the previous one. So Monday is chest, 0 reps in reserve, Tuesday is arms, missed week 4 session, 1 IRR, Wednesday back, missed week 4 session, 1 RIR, Thursday legs, 0 reps in reserve, Friday shoulders, 0 reps in reserve, Saturday arms, planned, 0 reps in reserve session, which is already planned. Sunday back, planned session, 0 reps in reserve. Final verdict, yes, in this exact setup, your plan is solid and beneficial. Here is why this specific version works, and it's even optimal for your goal. First, volume and intensity are well managed. You are not going 6 days of 0 RIR, which would be too much. You are doing 4 sessions at 0 RIR, doing 2 make-up quote-unquote sessions at 1 RIR. That means you are still progressing through the mesocycle periodization as intended while catching up the missed hypertrophy stimulus without overcooking your recovery. Second, you maintain progression for arms and back. Those are priority areas for you. Instead of skipping an important 1 RIR exposure, you preserve it and then follow up with 0 reps in reserve work later in the week. That gives those muscles 2 high quality exposures in 1 week, spaced out enough to allow recovery, which is arms Tuesday 1 reps in reserve plus Saturday 0 reps in reserve, and back Wednesday 1 RIR plus Sunday 0 RIR. Then the third point is CNS and joints should hold up, so central nervous system and joints. The higher frequency arm back sessions can work because arms and back aren't as central nervous system draining as compound heavy chest legs. For example, you are spreading them intelligently across the week, you are not doubling up sets, just recovering missed volume, not overloading. Fourth one is a psychological momentum benefit. Let's be honest, not feeling like you skipped, quote unquote, something that matters to you is motivating you move forward clean, not compromised. That's real for adherence and confidence, which is just. And then final words. Yes, your adjusted week 5 plan is smart, well balanced, and aligned with hypertrophy principles. You are not overreaching, you are preserving progression, and you are respecting recovery. That's exactly how a hybrid model should be used, and in this case, it's your best path. If you ever want to convert, blah blah blah, then Then I reply with my prompt, okay, but what about the muscle size and recovery time for different muscle groups? Is it true that my arms, especially shoulders, will recover faster than my back? Then my back, question mark, should be here. So isn't it too much for the back? During 1 week to do 2 back focus days, only with 1 rep per exercise difference compared to 0 IR day? Given this, should I still do the back twice like I just wrote in a previous prompt? Excellent question. Yeah, this is a nuanced thinking. Chat continues. That separates following a plan from understanding the system. You are absolutely right. Different muscle groups recover at different rates, and that matters a lot when programming back-to-back volume, especially close to failure. Let's break this down for your situation. So muscle group back is heavily involved in compound lifts, rows, pull-ups, RDLs, etc. High overall systemic fatigue, longer recovery time, especially lats, spinal erectors, mid-traps, slower growth response compared to arms and shoulders. Recovery after near failure back sessions can easily take 72 plus hours for most beginners. Muscle group arms, biceps and triceps. This is small localized muscle group, less systemic fatigue, faster recovery, especially in a beginner or intermediate lifter. It can often handle 2 to 3 times weekly frequency if volume is smart. So now your key question, is doing back sessions in week 5, one at 1 RIR on Wednesday and the other one at 0 RIR on Sunday too much? The short answer, for beginner at age 40, yes, that's probably pushing close to the edge of recovery capacity for your back. Better approach for back, but still keeping the hybrid model. So instead of 2 full back sessions, do this new plan. This is like a new plan. Wednesday, you can do partial or reduced volume back session, 1 RIR. Think of this as a hypertrophy top-up, not as a full catch-up day. Sunday you can do full plant, 0 RIR, back day as intended by the mesocycle. How to adjust Wednesday sessions? Cut total sets in half, e.g. if normal back day is 12 to 14 sets, do 6 to 7. Keep some exercises but drop 1 set per movement. Stop at 1 to 2 RIR, not pushing hard, just aiming for activation and blood flow. Think primer, not grinder. So you prime it, you don't grind. This gives you preserved total weekly back volume, quality Sunday session where you will be fresh enough to push to through 0 RIR, avoidance of overlapping fatigue or DOMS from Wednesday affecting Sunday, and a summary. We can summarize this. So arms, it's okay to do twice at near full volume, 1 RIR plus 0 RIR. Back, do 2 times, but make first one a reduced volume primer with 1 RIR and second one full session, 0 RIR. All of the exercises, 0 RIR, and also all of the exercises from the previous 1 RIR. Bottom line, you are right, not all muscles should be treated equally in frequency and recovery planning. Thank you for that. in your case, scale back the first back session and you will keep, yeah, this is just the bottom line. Okay, and here I'm asking if I'm still beginner at 27 years of age. Got it, thanks for the correction. If you are 27 and still beginner, definitely shifts recovery expectations more in your favor compared to if you were 40. That said, the same principle still applies for back training even in your 20s. The back takes longer to recover than arms, especially blah blah blah. So with your age and beginner status in mind, yes, you can do 2 back sessions in 1 week, but for optimal hypertrophy and recovery, you should keep Wednesday's back session at 1 hour RIR and reduce volume slightly, maybe 60 to 70% of your normal workload. Keep Sunday's back session full volume at 0 RIR as per your mesocycle plan. This way you are hitting the muscle twice without digging a recovery hole or risking underperformance on the session that matters more on Sunday, which is that session on Sunday. Would you like me to help outline how many sets and reps you could do on that Wednesday primer session for back to keep things dialed in? I said yes. Then chat continues, okay, great, here's a smart primer style back session you can run on Wednesday to recover the missed week 4 session without compromising your main 0 RIR session on Sunday, which is the 5th week. So you go with back primer session Wednesday. It's a reduced volume, 1 RIR. Your objective is to stimulate without fatiguing, stay at 60 to 70% of your normal back day volume, maintain movement quality and connection, prime to the muscle for better performance later in the week. And chat suggests structure where I go with the first exercise, which is lat pull down or pull up, 2 to 3 sets. I should do 10 to 12 reps, controlled eccentric, deep stretch, seated cable row, 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps, neutral grip, focus on scapular control, chest supported dumbbell row, 2 sets, 8 to 10 reps, medium tempo, slight pulse at peak. And optional, I can do straight arm pull down, 1 to 2 sets, 12 to 15 reps, just to pump lats, keep it tight. Rest periods are supposed to be 60 to 90 seconds max. Here I would actually go as far to say it should be individual, but the range seems quite okay. Okay, maybe it's trying to really give me like a little bit more rest on this Wednesday, so let's go with this. RIR should stay at 1 to 2 RIR on all sets, no grinders, no ego lifts. Total sets 7 to 9 working sets versus a full back day, which might be 12 to 15 plus. Summary of progression: Wednesday primer, quality movement, tension and activation, low fatigue. Sunday main 0 RIR session, max effort, full volume, high adaptation. By keeping this balance, you will recover well, avoid CNS drag, central nervous system drag, for those who don't know, still get hypertrophic stimulus for both sessions, and stay locked into your periodization plan. And that's it. Alright, so let me know what you think in the comments. As I said before, please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and see you guys in the next one.